Welcome to part 2 of 2, using SSH Key Pairs in FTP and GitHub. We'll be demonstrating how to implement the SSH keys that you've developed and created in part 1 of 2. If you do not know how to create an SSH key or you don't currently have one, then you'll need to go back and watch part 1. Now, if you already have them, then you're ready to go and you're ready for this part 2. Now, my name is Lewis Wood. I have 30 years programming experience. 10 years ago, I had to learn about accessibility. So I semi-retired, and today I'm back. I've learned how to use technology, and accessibility has come back. And I'm ready to go back to work, and I've been spending for the past year catching up on the technology. So without further ado, let's begin. We'll show you about SFtp, and I'm going to show you how to implement it. First thing first, we first need to get the SSH keys up to SFtp, to our website, and to GitHub. So let's begin the process.
Control Windows left arrow, desktop 2, cpanel-main, cpanel-main, Control Windows C.
Okay, I'm at my control panel on my website. Now, all you do usually when you got the control panel is just do a search for SSH.
Just find dialog, find what : SSH. Enter. Link SSH.
There you go, it says SSH.
Link FTP.
This is FTP.
Link SSH.
And now I know on control panel, that works for me. Okay, so I'm going to press enter on this.
Enter. Banner region, SSH link.
Okay.
cpanel-SSH access, cpanel-SSH access.
Okay.
SSH access heading level 1.
I hit the heading level 1 to go there.
SSH allows secure file transfer and remote logins over the internet. Your connection via SSH is encrypted, allowing the secure connection. In this section, you can manage your SSH keys to allow automation when logging in via SSH. Since the private key must be held to authenticate, it is virtually impossible to brute force. You can import existing keys, generate new keys, as well as link manage.
You see, now I can manage my keys here. And when I press enter on this, manage it, it's going to give me a table.
Enter, manage link. cpanel-SSH access, cpanel-SSH access. 3 columns and 3 rows. Column 1, row 1, name.
Okay.
ID _ed 25519, row 2.
Now this is the one I created on my local site, and I uploaded it as a pub. Now you'll notice that there's a column for authorization as well.
Authorization status, authorized, column 2.
See, it's authorized. See, I uploaded the public key, it gave me the option to do it, and then I authorized it.
Authorized, row 3, name, ID _RSA, column 1.
Now this is the first one. Now I created that one on this website here, and when I didn't know what I was doing exactly, and I ended up getting the wrong set of keys somehow, and it downloaded. But anyway.
Authorization status, authorized, column 2.
See, that one's authorized. I can deauthorize this one anytime.
Name, ID _RSA, column 1.
All right. So you not only have to upload the public key, the pub version, you have to also authorize the key in order for it to work. All right. So now we've done that, and we've got those SSH keys up there. Now we can do SFtp. First, I'm going to do the GitHub while we're here. And I've got it open up in another window.
GitHub. Control Windows C.
Now, GitHub, we go to the top on the front main screen
GitHub.
of GitHub. Okay, I think you do it on any screen, but I just do it this way. Now,
create new button menu, collapse menu.
I'm pressing B, and I'm doing a button menus.
View profile and more button menu, collapse menu at Lewis Wood.
There you are. That's a profile button menu.
Space. Banner region. View profile and more button menu at Lewis Wood. Press space. Menu. Set status. Your profile. Your repos. Your code. Your project. Your stars. Your gists. Upgrade. 8. Feature preview. Help. 10. Settings. 11 of 11.
There you are. I found settings on the button menu. Now I'm going to, because I hit the cursor down until I got to it.
Enter. Leading menus. View profile and more button menu.
Now I'm on the settings on there. All I need to do now is find SSH.
Just find dialog. Find what : edit combo. SSH. To set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value. Alt + W. Enter. Visited link SSH and GPG keys.
Now see, now I'm in profile settings with SSH. Okay, let's go up and let's see.
Visited link password and authentication.
Now, password and authentication is right up above it. I'll go back down to...
Visited link SSH and GPG keys.
There you go. I'm going to press enter on this one.
Enter. Main region. User settings navigation region. User settings list with 16 items. Access list with 6 items. SSH and GPG keys link. SSH and GPG keys. SSH and GPG keys.
Okay. Now I'm on the screen, this section that will talk about SSH keys.
Visited link new SSH key. This is a list of SSH keys associated with your account. Remove list of 1 items. SSH Lewis-I9 SHA 256:JUTJIG+AQ plus OCFO key /JZ9XF7 is Y delete button collapsed. SSH Lewis-I9 SHA 256:JUT.
Okay, and I hear that says Lewis I9. That is the SSH key I uploaded there, the public one. That's the public, and it's the contents of the key that you upload when you do GitHub. GitHub, you don't upload the file. Okay.
List of 1 items.
And this is how you would do it in using GitHub. So what I do is I open Ubuntu.
Windows 4. C:\program.
And now I go
CD space PO jet/.
Okay.
Enter. Widget Lewis-CD space GIT. Hub underline repos. Enter. Widget Lewis CD space SSH-SFtp-Git. Enter. Widget Lewis CD space period SSH. Enter. Widget Lewis-I9:tilde/project/GitHub underline repos/SSH-SFtp.
Now I've got it here. There, I'm going to open it up in Notepad.
NOTE.
You can open up any browser.
Pad.exe.
Or any editor, any text editor.
Space.
I hit the type key. Notepad.exe is up there now. Now I'm going to type it in.
ID. Underline Lewis-I9.
See, it says underline Lewis.I9, but I need .pub on there.
Period. P. Pub.
There you are. So .pub is on there now.
Enter. ID underline Lewis.
Now you got the key up there. Okay. So once you got the key up there, you just go to the beginning of the line.
Home.
Okay.
Home. S-H-E.
See how that sounds?
Home.
I'm going to go back to the home. I'm going to hit the shift key and go to the end.
Selected. SSH-F25519 AAAC3 NZAC1 liter ZDI1 NTE5 AAAIKSZK blank. Unselected. Blank. Selected.
Okay. When it first does it, it gives you all the way to the end, and it puts a blank character at the end when you're using Notepad. Make sure you don't get that blank character at the end. GitHub doesn't like that.
Blank. Unselected. Selected. M. Unselected.
See?
Selected. O. C. Period. Unselected. Period. Selected. C. O. M. Selected.
See, your key should end with COM because that's for GitHub.com. And then what you do, and then you release it. Or it's for something.com. Then I do this, Control C.
Copied.
Okay. Now that I got it copied, then I can go paste it anywhere. So I would then go to GitHub.
Alt F4. Widget Lewis-I9:tilde/project/GitHub underline repo/SSH-SF.
Now, I can't add another SSH key. It's just not allowed. They don't let you do that. So I'm not going to demonstrate that part for you, but what I'll tell, or at least I don't see it. Now, there might be a way that I could later on, maybe if I upgraded my thing or whatever, who knows. But currently I only have one SSH key. Okay. So when you click the add button, because you'll get an add button when you don't have any, I have some, so they're in a list. And when you add it, you'll have a title. Enter the title, which usually is your computer name. So enter your computer name for the title. Then, and it could be any name. You don't have to be your computer name. It's what you think of. Then the next thing will say the key value. Paste in that value that we copied to the clipboard and then save it. Then your SSH key should show up. And now you should work for GitHub. And now you can securely push and pull from GitHub because you have configured it. Okay? All right. SFTP, the beauty of this is it's just as powerful as Mozilla and other stuff. Things, it can do almost as much as that, and it comes free. It's included with Ubuntu. SFTP, though, is a secured FTP protocol. So everything I upload is encrypted and down in between the two of us. So anybody listening in with the network sniffer can't get it. It's very secure. All right. Now I don't have a passphrase on mine because this is my desktop computer, but I'll demonstrate how it works. And it just uses the standard Linux commands. So SFtp. There we go. Remember I said my host was blindheroes.org?
BLINDHEROES.org.
Now there we are. Now I'm going to connect to it right now. And I'm still in that .ssh folder locally.
Enter. Connected to blindheroes.org. SFTP greater.
See how easy that was? I'm connected right now. Now my ls command is going to show me my files, my web server.
ls enter access dash logs etc jqu.bxa.myblast.me logs mail perl 5 public underline ftp public underline html ssl temp www.
There we go, public HTML. That's where my HTML files are. So.
cd space public underline h public underline html slash.
See, I even hit the tab key and it did completion, so I didn't have to type the whole file name. Now just press enter, and I'm going to change to that folder.
Enter, SFTP greater.
All right. And if I did an ls again.
ls, enter, beta cgi-index.php license.txt myaudio.html, wp-activate.php, wp-admin, wp-log-header.php, wp-gly.myml, wp-comments-post.php, wp-config-sample.
Now, if you know WordPress, you'd recognize that as a WordPress website. But I have a subdomain called My Audio, where I put all my audio files, so it makes the download of my website a lot smaller by putting them on over to the side.
CD space MYA My Audio slash.
There we go.
Enter SFTP greater.
If I go in here,
LS space star. Enter. Alt dash and dash one dash WP dash migration dot MP3 Reaper underline text underline overlay underline part underline one underline setup underline and underline stack underline titles dot MP3.
See, I got a bunch of MP3 files in here. Now I can get any of these by just doing the same git command, but I'll show you a couple small commands that you can do. Okay, you can make a directory, mkdir.
RIDKM space
You can
CD
change the directory.
Space.
You can do ls. Which I did for that to show you the list of directories.
SL space.
And you can also remove directories, And then you can also do what is the current working directory. What that is in Linux, it's pwd.
WD. Enter. Remote working directory :home1//public underline html/myaudio. SFTP greater.
See? That's what it said the remote directory is. Now, if you put an L in front of the command, it means the local. You're doing the command on the local. So let's say I wanted to know the current working directory of my local computer system because I need to make sure where I am.
L. PWD.
So I put an L in front of PWD. Instead of present working directory, it's now local present working directory.
Enter. Local working directory :home/wood/project/ssh-key-line/.sh. SFTP greater.
See? That tells me where I am there. If I wanted to do what's the files on my local directory?
LLS. Enter. Config lewis-i8lewis-i8.pub. SFTP greater.
You see? That listed those files that we created in earlier. Let's go ahead and let's try grabbing a file from here. They use the git and they use the put command. So
GET space INDEX period PHP.
There's always an index PHP, so let's just go ahead and grab that file.
Enter. Fetching /home1/quicksami/public underline html/myaudio/index.php to index.php /home1/quicksami/public underline html/myaudio/index.php 100% 459 2.9 kilobytes /enter SFTP greater.
So that easily, I just downloaded it. When I'm ready to exit, I just type in exit.
EXIT. Enter. Widget Lewis-i9:CLEAR. Enter. Widget Lewis-i9:/.
All right, now I'm going to do an ls.
LS. Enter. Config index.php lewis-i8 lewis-i8.pub widget lewis-9:TLD/project/ssh-sh-git-line/dot/ssh $.
See, I got the
ls space index period php. Enter. Index.php widget lewis-i9
there it is. See, I got
projects
it. Index.php. I'll go ahead and remove that.
rm space index period php. Enter. Widget lewis-i9:TLD/project/ssh-sftp-git-line/dot/ssh.
Okay, that concludes the SFtp. Now, it supports batch commands and all kinds of other stuff. If you want to do any research, you can just look up Linux SFtp or Linux FTP commands, and you'll get a whole list of them. You can write complicated batch files and automate a bunch of routines. I love it. This is really good. It's even better than my Windows Explorer method. I actually like this much better. It's a lot easier. And I had a problem with the Windows Explorer method when they went to Windows 11. Okay, well, anyway, this works. And so this is my new way of doing things. Okay, now let's begin our lesson on Git portion, because we're going to create a GitHub repository using this SSH as well.
cd space period enter widget lewis-i9.
So we got the SFTP for working properly. We did it to Blind Heroes. Now we're going to do it to, we're going to do the Git config.
clear. Enter. Widget Lewis.
Now we're going to do our Git configuration. Now, if you've never done Git before, you're going to have to do your global configurations. You want to set your name and your email and other parameters, such as your editor. And if you're on Windows, you want to be sure to set the auto CRLLF to true, and then if you're on Macintosh or Linux, you do false, okay? All right. So here we go. Let's do it. It's GIT
space CONFIG.
That's GIT get space config CONFIG space dash and global.
GLOBAL.
Then I'm going to set a global value.
Space.
And then user.
USER.
And then a period. Because it's like an object. User dot.
Period.
Name.
NAME.
I'll do a space.
Space.
Now, if you don't have any spaces in the value you're going to do, you can just type it right here. But for user, I'm going to have a space.
Quote. LEWIS space. WOOD. Quote.
Lewis Wood has a space in there.
Enter. Widget Lewis-i9:TLD/project/ssh-sftp-git-line $.
Okay, now I've got that set. Now I'll need to set the email address.
GIT. Space. CONFIG. Space. Dash. GLOBAL. Space.
And then it is
USER. Period. EMAL.
Yep, user.email space
LEWISLWOOD at GMAIL. Period. COM.
Here we go.
Enter. Widget Lewis-i9:TLD/project/ssh-sftp-git-line $.
Okay, now we got that, the username and email. Now we need to set what the editor is going to be. Okay.
GIT space CONFIG space dash GLOBAL space.
Okay, and core. This is the core object.
CORE. Period.
And we're going to set editor.
EDITOR.
And I'll do a space.
Space.
Now, if you want to use visual code, for Linux, it's always just code, CODE, space. And then you use the dash wait. So it'd be like, you'd go quote CODE space dash
WAIT.
And close quote. Okay, I don't do that.
Quote TIAW dash space EDOC. Quote. Space.
Okay.
Space.
All right, so now I'm going to go ahead. I like to use Notepad. So I go
NOTEPAD. Period. exe.
There you go. And I just use notepad.exe, no parameters, because I wanted to open the file. Okay. This will allow me to edit my configurations if I need for Git.
Enter. Widget Lewis -i9:/project/sh-project/sftp-git-.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and we'll set the auto CRLF feature. Okay.
GIT space CONFIG space dash GLOBAL space CORE period AUTOCRLF.
That's auto CRLF, one word.
Space.
And I would say true.
TRUE.
Okay.
Enter. Widget Lewis -i9:/project/ssh-sftp-git-line $.
Okay. Now all I have to do is now I can edit it. All I do is I type in
GIT space CONFIG.
See, I do config.
Space.
Now see, I do git config, and then I do -e.
-e.
Now it will pull up the editor that I defined. If I didn't define an editor before, it would pull up probably in VIM. I don't know. I forgot.
Enter. Fatal : not in a Git directory. Widget Lewis -i9:/project/ssh-sftp-git-line $. GIT space.
I'm sorry.
CONFIG space.
You still got to do the -- global. Forgot.
--GLOBAL space -e. Enter. Waiting for your editor to close the file. **star.git config.
There you go.
Left bracket user right left bracket use home.
See, now you'll see the file here.
Name = Lewis Wood. Email = lewiswood@gmail.com. Email = lewiswood@gmail.com. Blank. Left bracket core right bracket. Editor = notepad.exe. Autocrl = true. Autocrl = true.
See? And that's the file.
Alt F4. Widget Lewis
Very
-i9.
simple file. Now.
LS enter. License readme.md. Widget Lewis -i9:/.
Okay. Now the file that it creates is .git config. Okay. See, I'll do this.
NOTE.
And I'm just doing the one that I created here in this folder for you, which I copied earlier.
Pad.exe. Space. Period. GIT. Config.
There we are. Git config. .git config. This is a file that will create at your base folder.
Enter. .git config -notepad. Top left bracket user right bracket. Name = email = lewis@gmail.com.
It's the same exact file.
Alt F4. Widget Lewis -i9:/CLEAR. Enter. Widget Lewis -i.
Yeah. So if I'm in a subdirectory or somewhere and I want to change it, that's how you do it. Okay. Now that I've got that part done, I'm done with initializing my Git. So it will know to enter my email address when it's signing my Git repositories or doing its thing. Okay. Now that we've done that, let's take a look. Did we already get rid of the Git on this particular repository? Let's
Enter. Widget Lewis -i9:/project/ssh-sftp-git-line $.
Okay, it's in the demo one that I'm creating for you guys. Okay. Now I'm going to make sure that the .git directory doesn't exist.
LS space period GIT. Enter. LS : cannot access .git : no such file in directory.
You see?
CLEAR. Enter. Widget Lewis
And if I do a simple git command,
GIT space STATUS. Enter. Fatal : not a Git repository. Left paren any of.
see, it says it's not a Git repository.
CLEAR. Enter. Widget Lewis.
So first thing we need to do is we need to make this into a Git repository. So we're going to do a simple command to start doing it. Git init is the first one.
GIT space INIT.
There we go.
Enter. Initialized empty Git repository in /home/wood/project/ss.
There we go. We created an empty Git repository. Very simple.
CLEAR. Enter.
Right.
Widget Lewis -i.
Now we need to add all the files to the staging area. See, if I do git status.
GIT space STATUS. Enter. On branch master. No commits yet. Untracked files : left paren use quote git + file greater ... Enter.
See, it
Widget
has
Lewis
nothing.
-i9.
It's not tracking anything. Now let's just do it.
GIT space ADD space period.
Now, when you say git space add space period, it means add all the files in the current folder and all sub folders. Now, if I have a .git ignore, then it would ignore all the files listed inside that file. The .git ignore are the file patterns. Okay. All right. then what this does is it's going to add them into what's called a staging area.
Enter. Warning: (LF) will be replaced by crlf and .sh/Lewis-I8. The file will have its original line endings in your working directory. Warning: (LF) will be replaced by crlf and .sh/Lewis-I8.pub. The file will have its original line endings in your working directory. Widget Lewis-I9:project/SSH-SFtp-git-line $.
Now I got all those files.
CLEAR. Enter. Widget Lewis-I9:.
Now I'll do a git status.
GIT space STATUS. Enter. On branch master. No commits yet. Changes to be committed : left paren use quote git rm dash dash cache less file greater dot quote to unstage right paren. New file : .git config. New file : .sh/config. New file : .sh/Lewis-I8. New file : .sh/Lewis-I8.pub. New file : license. New file : readme.md. Widget Lewis-I9:tilde/project.
Okay, I got a bunch of files that are going to be committed. Okay, now in a Git repository, what you do is you commit it. You have to commit it. In other words, you're saying, hey, this is sort of like a point that I want to save. Now you might save 4 or 5 times in a day because you're saying, okay, I got everything where I got no errors and all that stuff. And you can go back to any point in case you need to rewind. That's the beauty of a Git system. You can rewind your code to whatever point that you had it at that you want to go back to. Or you can move on and you can merge it and you can commit it and then push it, whatever. Okay, so commit is a commit point, a point. So let's say I edit a code and I go, I changed the email address. Great, the code works. All right, great. I'll go ahead and commit it, and then I'll commit it. Okay, so it's at a working point. But you're still only working locally. We're only dealing with our local version. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and commit it now.
COMIT. TIMOC space GIT space
Git
COMMIT space
commit, and then I got to do a message
-M.
So you do a -M
space,
and then traditionally for your first commit, everybody always likes to put down my first commit.
Quote.
Our first commit, really.
MY space FIRST space COMMIT. Quote.
Okay.
Enter. Left bracket master left paren root dash commit right paren 970 950 right bracket my first commit. 6 files changed. 214 insertions left paren plus right paren. Create mode 100644. Enter.
Okay, so I've got a bunch of files that were put on there. That's fine.
CLEAR. Enter. Widget Lewis dash GIT space STATUS. Enter. On branch master. Nothing to commit. Working tree clean. Widget Lewis dash I9.
It says clean. That means all my files are clean. They're totally fresh. Fresh as a daisy. Okay. Now, the beauty of doing a local Git repository, or just a Git repository period, is you can do your workflow. And the workflow is very nice. Okay, let's say my boss called me up and said, hey, do your job. Okay, go ahead and you're going to work on issue 53. And so I go ahead and I pull up issue 53. And what I do is I create a branch for issue 53. And it copies the current code and creates a branch. It's got a branch entry now. And now I'm working on all this code and I'm testing and making all my changes and everything like that on this new branch because I'm starting something brand new. Now I then go, okay, I'm still working on it and I haven't finished it. Then I get an emergency call from the staff. Emergency. The system's crashing. We need to get this fixed. There's a problem. There's an error in the code. You need to fix this now. Okay, great. I then go ahead and I set a staging point for my current issue. Then I switch back to the branch, to the master. Then I create another branch and say hotfix. I'm now going to investigate the code and I figure it out and I'm going to fix that particular problem. Then once I solve it and I got it totally fixed, then I'll go ahead and commit it and then I'll merge it back into the master because I'll now know it's good and it's perfectly ready. So I'll say merge it into master and then I'll delete the branch hotfix because I'm done with it. All right. And then I'll switch back to my branch issue 53. And then I'll play around in that branch and do my fix and my code and everything like that. And when I'm done with that one, then I'll commit it, and then I'll merge it to the master, into the master. And now the code's all up to date. In other words, my workflow all day long could just keep going. And what's good is it's nice staging areas, and it lends itself to distributed work for multiple people all over the place. Okay? All right, so that's the beauty of Git in a nutshell. If you need any more references, you'll have to read up the rest of the details. Well, first of all, we need, in order to push this up to GitHub, we're going to have a remote. See, Git does remotes, and they give them sort of like a name. Origin is the common one for the primary repo where you're wanting to send it to. So
GIT space REMOTE space.
I do this git remote.
Enter widget Lewis-I9:/project/SSH-FTP-git $.
See, nothing came up. It all did is just read my prompt back to me. And I can even do it again.
Widget Lewis-I9:
This time I'll put a -v
space
again.
-v.
-v means verbose.
Enter widget Lewis-I9:/project/SSH-FTP-git $.
See, nothing came up. So there are no remote repositories. All it's reading is my command prompt. Okay, so let's go ahead, and now we're going to want to add one. Well, let's go get one.
Control Windows right arrow, desktop 2.
Now, the easiest way is I'm now on my GitHub. I just went to the desktop where my GitHub is, and I have open. Okay, oh, we want to create a brand new one because we're wanting to send this one to a brand new repository because that's what we're wanting to create. So we're wanting to create a whole new GitHub. So I'm going to go up to the top.
Lewislewood/SSH-FTP-git-line:/S.
I just did Control Home.
Lewislewood/.
There we are. I'm up at the top. Now I'm going to hit B for button.
Create new button menu collapse menu.
See, when I hit the letter B, it sent me straight to the Create Button menu.
Space, then a region. Create new button menu. Press space to activate the menu, then navigate with it. Menu, new repository, 1 of 4.
There it is.
To move through items, press up or down arrow.
Was new repository. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to press enter on that one.
Enter. Leading menus. Create new button menu. Press space to activate the menu. List with 1 items. Repository name * required invalid entry.
There
Type
we
in
are.
text.
Now it's asking for a repository name. I'm going to call this one. I'm going to call it
DEMO. Demo space. S. Your new S. Your T. Your new S. Blank blank. DOME. E space. DOM is space.
Demo
dash space. DOM dash space. DOM dash is dash MO D blank 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 blank. DEMO D is available. Dash. Demo dash is available. SSH. Demo dash SSH is available.
Demo SSH. Okay. Now I'm going to hit the tab character.
List with 1 items. Description left paren optional right paren edit. Type in text. I space DEMON STRATE space SSH.
There we go. I demonstrate SSH.
Public radio button checked. 1 of 2. Anyone on the internet
Yes,
can see
I
this
want
repository.
public,
You
so
choose
I'm
who
gonna
can
leave
commit
the check
to change the
mark.
selection.
I'm going to leave a check mark for public.
Create a new repository. Add a README file checkbox not checked. To check, press space bar.
Okay, I don't want it to add a README file. The reason being is because I've got my own for one thing, but the other thing is it complicates things when you're uploading a repository directly to this one. You'll have to do pulls and all kinds of stuff. So
Learn more. Link. Add .git ignore checkbox not checked. To check, press space bar.
I'm not going to have it add one because I can add one myself if I want. Because I'm going to be uploading it. Like I said, I don't want it to create files.
Learn more. Link. Choose a license checkbox not checked. To check, press space bar.
I don't want it to choose a license because I already got the license file that I want. Okay? You see, you don't want it to put any files up there because then you'll have to do a pull first, a fetch, and then you'll have to then get it in there. So you have to merge things together. Okay?
Learn more. Link. Create repository button. To activate, press enter.
Now do this, create repository.
Space. Create a new repository. Create a new repository. Create a new repository.
Okay, the repository is now created. It's on my screen. Now normally I just do it a Control L and copy the link, but that's for an HTTP link. We're wanting to do an SSH link because we're wanting to push up to it and pull, push, and all that stuff. We're gonna be able to edit it and play with it. That means that everything has to be signed and secure.
Lewislewood/demo.
Okay, I went back to the
Lewislewood
top. Okay, I'm back at the top. Oh yeah, here, I'll let
lewiswood/demo-ssh.
There it is. That's the name of my repo. That's what it said when I did control home. Now what I do in order to get to the link, I go to the repository region. If you're in NVDA, you'd probably do D for landmark, but I'm going to do R.
Visited link homepage. Edit combo list box. Global navigation region. Main region. Repository navigation region.
See, it says repository region. Now I'm getting to where I want to be. Now I'm going to hit B for button menu, for buttons, okay?
HTTPS button.
See, it put me straight to the HTTPS button. I don't want that one, okay? Because I want to grab an SSH.
SSH button.
Now here I'm going to go ahead and hit space bar, so I select this one.
Space. Main region. SSH button. To activate, press enter.
Okay, now I'm on the SSH. I've got that selected. Now I'm going to do the next button will be copy.
Copy to clipboard button.
There you go. There's the copy button. See, I selected which type of link I wanted, and now I'm going to hit the copy button.
Space. Copy to clipboard button. To activate, press enter.
In JAWS, all you got to do is do the space bar for activating. Okay, now that I copied it to clipboard, it's going to be really easy to add it as a remote. Now I'm going to go back to the other desktop.
Control Windows left arrow. Widget Lewis.
There we are. I'm at my
Enter. Widget Lewis -i9:/project/ssh-sftp-git-line $.
Okay, that's underneath the projects. There it is. So now, and remember,
GIT space REMOTE space -v. Enter. Widget Lewis -i9:/project/ssh-sftp-git-line $.
See, there is no remote. So let's go ahead and add one.
GIT space
Git
REMOTE
Git remote
space
add
ADD
okay.
space.
Now, what are we going to add? We're going to add an origin. That's the short name that we add for that represents GitHub or whatever our primary repository.
ORIGIN.
So for this local repository, origin is going to represent the following link that I'm going to paste. I hit a space, and all I got to do now is just type or paste in the URL. Now in my Linux Ubuntu, it's Ctrl-Shift-V does the pasting.
Ctrl-Shift-V, git@github.com:lewis/ssh.git.
You see, that is the GitHub link for SSH.
Enter. Widget Lewis -i9:/project/ssh-sftp-git-line $.
Okay, now I'll do the git remote -v.
GIT space REMOTE space -v. Enter. Origin git@github.com:/demo-ssh.git left fetch right origin git@github.com:/demo-ssh.git left push right widget Lewis -i9:/project/ssh-sftp-git.
Okay, now I could try doing git push, but it ain't gonna work. See, I'll even show you.
GIT space PUSH. Enter. Fatal colon. The current branch master has no upstream branch.
See, I got to create an upstream branch. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do an upstream branch. And all we got to do for that is we got to name a branch to be an upstream branch.
GIT.
Okay, get
space PUSH.
Get push
space.
Now we got to do the option for -- set upstream.
Dash.
Now set upstream is one word. It's set with a dash.
SET.
Set
dash UPSTREAM.
Okay, they do it that way. So set upstream, that's set dash upstream. That's an option. And you do the dash to indicate that you're doing an option.
Space.
Then you just name, what are you going to use it for the upstream? It's going to be origin.
ORIGIN. Space.
And I'm going to use master.
MASTER.
The master branch. Okay, here we go. And now just press enter.
Enter. Enumerating objects: (9). Done. Counting objects: (100% left paren 9/9 right paren. Done. Delta compression using up to 3 threads. Compressing objects: (100% left paren 9/9 right paren. Done. Writing objects: (100% left paren 9/9 right paren. 5.12 kb vertical bar 1.28 miles b/s. Done. Total 9 left paren delta 0 right paren. Reuse 0 left paren delta 0 right paren. To github.com:/Lewis/demo-ssh.git. Star left.
Okay, so we got that file over there. let's go back over to the other desktop and let's see what the GitHub looks like.
Control Windows right arrow. Desktop 2. Main region. Copy to clipboard button. To activate, press
Okay,
enter.
I'm going to refresh the screen.
F5. Louisville/demo-SSH : I demonstrate.
Okay, now it should be an F, or number 4 will take me straight to the README file.
Louisville/demo-SSH public heading level 1. README.md heading level 2. SSH start of readme.md file ... heading level 4.
See, that's the first line.
Heading level 1 SSH implementation. I will demonstrate how I implemented SSH list of 5 items.
There you go. And I'll show you that it's already open in the other folder, the other one. See, this one's...
Louisville/demo-SSH : I.
See that one?
Louisville/demo-SSH :
Oh, that's the only one I got open. I thought I had it open elsewhere. Okay, let's make a change, and we'll see.
Control Windows left arrow. Desktop 1. CLEAR. Enter. Widget Lewis
Okay.
-I9.
Now I'm going to make a quick change.
NOTE.
Notepad,
Pad.exe. Space.
and I'm going to do the README.
R. Ed.md.
There we go. I just hit the tab key that completes it.
Enter. Untitled -notepad.
There we go.
Top. Number SSH start of readme.md file ...
Yeah, I got that. That's a starter README file.
Blank. Number SSH implementation.
SSH
N.
implementation.
Enter.
I.
I. Space.
Hi.
I space J yes T space
just
MODIFIED space TAI
This
S space README
README
space
file.
FILE.
Okay. I'll go ahead and save it.
Control S.
And
Alt F4.
I'll
Widget Lewis.
close Notepad. Now I got to add it to the local repository that changed. Now I can type in
GIT space.
and I can type in readme.mdb, so that way I only get just that file in case I changed other files that aren't ready for committing. But in this case, I'll just do
Space TIG space
GIT
GIT space ADD space
add, and I'll just do a
period.
period instead of just naming the file.
Enter. Widget Lewis -I9:project/SSH-FTP-git -line $.
Okay, and if I do a git status,
GIT space STATUS. Enter. On branch master. Your branch is up to date with origin/master. Changes to be committed : left paren use quote git restore -- stage unless file greater ... quote to unstage right paren. Modified : readme.md. Widget Lewis -I9 :
see, I've got a file that's staged. That's called README. All right, but I haven't committed it yet. I just staged it. That's all I did. Now I got to commit it. Okay.
GIT space COMMIT space dash M space quote MODIFIED space
Modified
README
README.md file.
quote.
Pretty obvious, but yeah, just put something in there short and sweet.
Enter. Left bracket master 01B73FC right bracket modified readme.md. One file changed. One insert.
Okay, in the local repository, it is now changed. So it's sort of like a backup. Now I'm going to go ahead and push it.
GIT space PUSH.
See, all I have to do is say push. I don't have to say anything else.
Enter. Enumerating objects : 5. Done. Counting objects : 100% left paren 5/5 right paren. Done. Delta compression using up to 3 thread.
Okay, let's go check my GitHub repository on the other desktop.
Control Windows right arrow.
There
Desk
we go. And let's go refresh it.
F5. Louisville/demo-SSH : I demonstrate SSH.
Now I'll do a 4.
Louisville/demo-SSH public heading level 1. Readme.md heading level 2. SSH start of readme.md file ... heading level 4.
Now remember, I put that heading level 4 at the top so that way I could find it real quick.
Heading level 1 SSH implementation. Hi, I just modified this readme file.
See? That's what I put in there. Well, that concludes this particular video or lesson and webinar. Now, at the bottom of the README file and the bottom of the post and things, you'll see links. You'll see a link for the GitHub. We've got some useful ones. I've got 10 Git commands that you typically use. You got the link to the Git reference, so you can do everything. See, when you want to do, when you want to look up Git commands, it's easier
Control R,
to do.
toolbar, G-O-O-G-E, period, C-O, enter. Google Chrome, edit.
See, when you want to look up Git, it's easier just to do it from here, because the manual, online manual that you got there, where you can type Git spot, you can do Git space manual or manual.man space Git. Yeah, don't forget that.
G-I-T space.
And here we are.
P-U-S-H.
Git space push.
Enter. Git push dash Google search. Git push dash.
See, you can get your
Search results ID level 1, Git push ID level 2. The Git push command is used to upload local repository content to a remote.
So you can find it right there. You can get all the help you want. Okay.
Heading level 3 to a remote repo.
Yeah. Now I've got links that tell you about the SFtp, the common commands, 10 of those. I put that link in there, reference. I also gave links for the keygen, and you can always do a search for additional keygens in case you have an older computer. It may not support the one I gave you, which is the ES whatever. I always forget what it is. I just copy it, okay? And then you can create your keygen keygen, okay? And that's basically all there is. And good luck and have fun with doing that. Till next time, be sure you click like and subscribe. If you enjoy this video, it helps other people find this video. And thank you very much for watching.